going on, guys? Welcome back. So yeah, you've seen what we're going to be discussing in this video. It's sad, man. So let's talk about what the thumbnail is made up of. Had a Maxton front splitter, it's no longer there. Why isn't it no longer there? Well, on the day that I got these plates, I went for a photo shoot. And coming back down the A2, the front splitter goes missing. Now, many people's front splitter's gone missing. And they've contacted up Maxton, and Maxton has sent them out a front splitter. Now, what it is when I've contacted Maxton, for some reason, it's gone a totally different way. Now, they tried to blame me and say that it was down to fitting error. These times, the way how I fitted it was with what they instructed me to do. Now, there's many people within the car scene who has taken up own remedies to be able to actually kind of make sure that it sticks and it doesn't fly off. Now, I wasn't one of those people, for the simple reason of I said, well, the company who makes the actual product, they should know actually best. Now, what it is this. Going down the A2, as we all know, A2 coming into Southside is 50 miles per hour average speed check. So I wasn't doing no more than that. My actual front splitter comes off. The front splitter comes off and it's unrecoverable because it's in the middle of the carriageway. When I've emailed Maxton, because I emailed them, I contacted them through Insta, they never got back to me, so I emailed them. Once I emailed them, they told me what part it is, so I told them what part it is. I told them how long I've had it on the car for, and they didn't have a problem with that. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky. Yeah, sorry for that, guys. Literally, workers of this car park where I'm in is just making a bag load of noise and making it kind of difficult for me to even film. But yeah, we'll get back to what I was saying. So, I messaged Maxton on Instagram. They never got back to me. I messaged them via email. They got back to me. They asked me what part it was. I told them what part it was. I sent them pictures of the car. I told them, go onto my Instagram, check my Instagram. You will see when, just of recent, like literally maybe 2 days before, the actual front splitter going flying down the A2, that I had it on. So it's not fake, it's real. I said, here's my phone number, you can even FaceTime me. I'll go out to the car just to prove that I don't have it, and I'm not trying to fraud the company, and I'm not trying to how do you say, con the company into giving me a free splitter. Like, that's not what it's about. But what my argument is that with the front splitter, they give in bolts. They give in screws with bolts, okay, a nut and bolt basically. So what it is when they've got fitted, they've been on there for roughly around about a year, 2 months, maybe even a year, 3 months. But they've been on there a good solid 12 months without no problems, without it flying off, cracking, breaking, whatever. And if you know South London, then you know how many speed bumps there are. So literally, like, it was sturdy, it was strong. I always checked it. I washed the car myself, I cleaned the car myself. And yeah, there's never been a problem. So it's not like no jet wash too close with a gun, making sure that, you know, the pressure's up and it pulls down. Like, they couldn't come with anything justifiable to me to say that it was my fault, the reason why it happened. Now, I explained to them I was doing average speed, 50 miles per hour. I said to them the splitter went flying and it's caused damage underneath my car, because it literally ripped off from the lip of my car and went underneath my car. So all being said, all being done, I just thought, you know what, contacting a company what's like this, you know, they're going to be reasonable. Even if anything push come to shove, they would say, oh, you know what, yeah, I see that you know, your car's kitted up. I see that, you know, you're not doing anything stupid on your Instagram. I see that, you know what I mean? Like, they can't try to say it's users' fault, because there's nowhere on my Instagram driving recklessly, doing burnouts, doing drifts, jumping over speed bumps, gapping. I don't drive like that. So they could never ever tell me that it's my fault. However, in their emails, they try to make it look out like it's my fault, because they said it's user's error to fit. So this whole video is basically to advise you guys who's got Maxton products on your car. You guys can trust the company, you can buy from the company. That's not my point in trying to come on here, because it's not to tarnish their name. It's just to make you be aware of what will happen if something does go wrong. Because it's all great when everything goes positive. Like, you could tag them in your pictures, you know what I mean? Maybe they would even like it to give you a little shout out on their page or a little mention. Like, it's all good when everything is going all right. But when it goes slightly bad or there's a problem, wow. Now, this is what the company said to me. The company said that it was my fault. I don't know, still up to this day, reading back on the emails, I'm thinking, how? They said the only way of resolving the problem is giving 20% off for a brand new splitter. So I would have to buy a brand new splitter. And when I've argued this point, it's not about money, because I could go and buy a new splitter. It's not about that. What it's about is the principles. If you told someone how to fix something onto their car, how are you turning around now and then saying when stuff go bad, no, it's your fault, it's how you fit it? Did they come out and inspect the way how I fitted it? But what they're trying to say is, oh, thousands of our customers this hasn't happened to. Yes, it has. I'm in the car scene, I talk to people. Many people's had Maxton splitters fly off. Many people still got them on and driving without a problem. And those are the people that I'm reaching out to, because I was one of you, thinking, nah, it's never gonna happen. Nah, can't be me. Oh yeah, it's all right. Guess what? If you haven't bonded it onto your car with any other type of adhesive, any type of glue, Gorilla Tape, whatever, if you haven't done that, trust me, the splitter will come off at one stage. And when it does come off, let's hope, for everybody's sake, that it's somewhere that you can retrieve it. So like maybe on a quiet road, on a private road, in a car park. Let's hope it comes off there. Because what had happened to me is it came off on a motorway, so, or should I say dual carriageway, because it turns into a dual carriageway coming back. So it happened to me on a dual carriageway. There's no way possible that I'm going to risk my life for a piece of plastic. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So when I've explained and I've gone through everything with Maxton's just showed no remorse in it. They've not even showed no type of care to say, hold on a minute, out of 200 and odd posts that you've got on your Instagram page, you've tagged us in around about 15 to 20 of them, and they've all been done by professional photographers. And that's when I tagged them, because I wouldn't tag them in like a phone picture what I would take of the car or something, or want it to be professional, because I would want, you know, them to see, right, this person's taking the actual product serious, you know, they're doing what they can for the company. Now, it just hurts me because businesses like that, they're rolling in money. They're rolling in money. What? Okay, so the splitter costs £149 for the exact one that I've got. Well, I had. Giving somebody a 20% discount, is business that bad for you? Because trust me, I know companies what are buying your products, putting them in a warehouse and then reselling them. So your business is still booming. Everybody who gets a car, not everyone, should I say, most people, say 8 out of 10 people who get a car and want to have a little body kit on it, little side skirts, little front lip, well, they will go to Maxton. Well-known company, good quality company, but nobody says what they do for their after sales and care for customers who's had their products, because literally they don't care. They care about the money side. And this is why I say, and I've always said, even in my bio of my YouTube page, I said I will be the realest person out here. I will tell you what is good, what is not good, my experiences, to avoid you guys going through the same thing. And all I can say to you right now is make sure you check your splitters, make sure you check your diffusers, make sure you check your side skirts. Because trust me, when they come off and you go and talk to Maxton and you say, hey, guess what? I followed your instructions to fix it. How comes it come off? Nah, it's not my bad editing. Sorry to disrupt you while you're watching the video. You got to roughly around about the middle part of the video. Just a sneak peek to let you know what's going to be coming in the next video. Have a listen. And that's just a warm starter. Nowhere in their small print does it say, oh yeah, having it on for duration of time, it will come loose. There's nowhere in their small, because I've read it. So they can't ever try to come and say, oh yeah, this is what we said, but you just misread it. And the person who I was emailing couldn't even say that as well. So I stopped talking with them and I said, you know what? I'm not even going to invest my money in Maxton again to try to get a front lip. I don't see why I should put my money in to a company what couldn't even care less that a product of mine, they don't know how hard I worked for it. They don't know how I got it. They don't know if it was a gift from someone. They don't know none of that. They don't know if that piece was sentimental to me. However, what they were more concerned about is, oh yeah, we'll give you 20% and then, you know, you just pay for the rest. 20% on a £150 item. What's that gonna do? That's basically like paying for one what's not lacquered in gloss, basically, because it's £129. It doesn't like it literally doesn't make any sense. And so I'm just at the point of thinking to myself, everybody's in it for themselves, so who's in it for the people who's coming up? And if I've got to be that person who's got to try and test every single company until something goes wrong and highlight things to the followers out here, the subscribers out here, or the family members, or whatever, and I've got to be that person, trust me, I'll be that person, because I'll be real about it. Because I actually went to them, approached them like try to say, look, you know, try to help me out here. Like, is there anything that you can do? And they come back with, yeah, 20%. Yet again, Maxton, if you're out here listening to my video, most probably not, because I'm a small time YouTuber. So you're not even going to pay no attention, as you didn't pay no attention to the small guy. But all I've got to say to everyone out there who's got Maxton pieces on their car, be very careful. Ensure that you have many things to tighten them down. Split your splitter, even if you've got a rear spoiler, I would even make sure that that's tightened and that's, you know, stuck down to the car properly. Because if it does come off, all what they're going to say to you and turn around to you and say is, oh well, 20%. So without further ado, I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore. I just want you guys to know, if you do have those pieces on your car, make sure you guys are checking them. You will feel frustrated the same way I feel frustrated, because it's not fair. If you spent your hard-earned money to try to get that one piece, and then when you go and talk with that company and you say, well, I've followed everything you said and this has still happened, like, what's going to be the end result? And they just turn around and go, literally nothing. So yeah, gonna leave it there with you guys. It's a bit of a sour one, but as I said, I'll be real with you guys. I'll tell you guys why there isn't a front splitter on the car, and that is the reason why. Yes, I will get one back on there. Get your game together, Maxton. And for everybody else out there tuning in, thank you very much. As I said, just be very careful with products that you get from companies, because they care about the sales part, which is the money part, but the after sales, checking up, making sure you're okay, is not really and truly great on their side. Take care.